Hello, everybody. This just came up in my mind today as I was watching some of that trial today, the closing arguments on Fani Willis and Nathan Wade today. Well, I got a few things to say since the last video I put out. Got a little crazy. So let's talk about Fani Willis and how she ran her office and how she didn't. Now, this woman's been scrutinized since the day she tossed her hat into the ring to run for DA. She ran in 2020, was sworn in January 1st, 2021. Her term ends December 31st, 2024, so she is up for re-election as we speak. In her time, she served as a managing attorney of her own firm. She served as a chief magistrate judge for the city of Fulton since 2019. She was a district deputy attorney for Fulton County District Attorney's Office from 2001 to 2018. She earned a bachelor's degree in political science and government from Howard University in 1993 and her Juris Doctorate from Emory Law in 1996. She's been around the block a time or two. She won her election with 71.7% of the votes, and her opponent only got 28.3% of the votes, Paul Howard Jr., who allegedly created a hostile work environment and sexual harassment. He was running to stay in office, but she defeated him. So now some people in Fulton County have been trying as hard as hell to impeach her as they try to impeach Joe Biden and the Biden crime family, which does not exist. One witness, Robin Yurty, who is Miss Fanny's former friend, who is a disgruntled employee, said that they were affectionate before 2021 because she's seen them hug and kiss. I hug and kiss everybody I meet. Doesn't mean I'm in love with them or having an affair with them. I'd be a very busy woman if that was the case. She left the DA's office in disgrace and had to resign from her job because otherwise she would have been fired, so they gave her the option. I still say that's being a friend. I can't find what she did. Nobody else is focused on it either, and I don't know why they dug her up to spew a bunch of bullshit. Just saying. Now, she needed help in the Trump RICO case. She reaches out to other law firms who, in turn, they turned her down because she wouldn't pay over $250 an hour, and also because of all the death threats to their law offices, their homes, their families, their friends that she has been getting since taking office as the first woman and first black woman to do so. Two heavy hitters were approached to work on the case were Roy Barnes, a former governor of Georgia, who testified at her hearing, was uniquely qualified to handle the case as complex as this, but he turned her down. He said, as governor, I had security guards all the time, and if I take this case, I would have to have them for the rest of my life, and I choose not to do that. Then there was the law firm of Gabe Banks, a federal prosecutor, highly respected criminal lawyer. Neither of these firms were willing to take this on because of the all-consuming case, both in time, away from their practice, their families and homes, as well as hiring security for their own staff, family, businesses, offices, and whatnot. So Wade was her third choice. He is a superstar and very impeccable credentials from what I understand. He accepted and agreed to the conditions, including salary and billing caps. So even if he worked over the cap, he got no pay for that. He was allowed to work a certain amount of hours, but a case like this means you work sometimes around the goddamn clock. That's right. So he couldn't bill for those hours. There was a cap on daily billing hours. People that have visited my channel from nether regions, I'm sure, have said that she profited financially from hiring him because he paid for trips to Aruba. But they didn't mention that he also had his mother on that trip, so there wasn't too much hanky-panky with him and his mother. And Miss Fani, I'm just saying. Also trips to the Caribbean, Napa Valley, and Florida. They tell me that she misused public funds. It's taxpayers' money that paid for those trips. Or that I'm totally misguided and wrong. I'm lying, or she kept the affair secret. Well, I'm saying keeping it a secret and keeping her personal life out of the public eye are two different things. Many people knew they were dating, not having an affair, including friends and family. Wade said himself that they ate at local restaurants only to be harassed at their table about the Trump case. Now, you learn to avoid situations like that are harmful, especially when you have to wear Kevlar out in public. Nathan Wade was hired in 2021 November. They started dating early 2022. She got a kickback from his salary. Well, tell you what, everyone who spoke on this said she is a very private person who takes care of her own financials. She kept cash on hand just in case. You know, my mom told me to do the same thing. She had up to 3 months in advance for rent and expenses on the side there, just in case something happened. So it's not uncommon. It's just not. Some people say it's only black families. As you can see, I'm not black. I'm barely tanned, unless I go to the salon. But anyway, I digress. So apparently her having cash at home is not out of the ordinary. Even her father testified that he keeps 6 months cash at home. But now that he's testified in public, I bet you he's not doing that anymore because people are going to target him. Because that's the way the MAGAs are. She paid her own way and her share of all the expenses on all of the trips. And stop calling this an affair. She did not have an affair with Nathan Wade. They were both single at the time. They were both grown adults and they were dating. They split in the summer of 2023, so they haven't been dating for about 7 months. Yes. So now for how much he was paid and how disgusted they were at the exorbitant amounts of money that he was paid. Let's break that down, shall we? Wade was paid $632,000 over almost 3 years. He, in 1 year, made 1/3 of that salary for him and his 2 partners. And when one of them had to leave, he got half of the salary. Well, his law firm got half of the salary. On his taxes, well, it said on his taxes he only made $180,000 one year and $230,000 the other year. Okay, let's break that down, shall we? Let's break that down. So here we go. $632,000 divided by 3 years because he worked there 21, 22, 23, and coming up on 24. Well, the end of 21, so 22, 23, and 24. Okay, 2.5 years. I put 3 years to make it generous. Breaks that down to $210,666.66 per year. In the first year, there was 3 lawyers sharing that. So they got $35,111.11. And then the next year, he split, it was only him and his other partner that split that, so they got $105,333.33, of which he had to split with, and all of this went to office expenses and living expenses. So how much did he really make? Now, if you want to get even more crazy, a lawyer trying a government case is a minimum of $383 an hour, a minimum, per billable hour. Corporate minimums is $382 an hour. Elder law is $528 an hour, and appellate lawyers get $380 an hour. Now, the mid-range of lawyers cost between $800 and thousands of dollars per hour, per billable hour. So, Fani Willis capped the amount of hours that can be billed, even though the work hours way exceeded the hours that Nathan worked and did not get paid for. Now, Georgia state law says that couples can be on opposite sides of a trial and work it. Trump's team have couples who are dating and some who are married couples. Not complaining about Trump having to pay 2 salaries to one team. Nobody's saying anything about that. Nobody's complaining. So let's just go on with that. And that's what I think about the Fani Willis. That's how that's going. That's how that's broken down. And I guess in the next few days, we'll find out if she keeps her job. Let's hope she does. Fingers crossed. Naughty Nana loves you. Be good. Be safe. Take care of you. And I think this will be unless something really good happens with her, I'll be back on this one. But anyway, Naughty Nana loves you. Be good. Be safe. Take care of you first. And if you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, like it, and share it. Mwah. Take care of you. Nana loves you.